We're going to now move right on into our board meeting. I would like to call the board meeting to order. Our next order of business will be the installation. Oh, we have a roll call. Okay, we'll go ahead directly now to the installation of the board, officers, and the executive committee. So I would like Regent Levy and Regent Chabert and Regent Temple, who will be secretary but is not here today, so will be sworn in at a later date. If the two of you would go down in front of the dais, and Regent Adley, Regent Henning, and Regent Markle, would you all join us off to the side, and then we will be sworn in as the executive committee meeting. Okay, those that were sworn in today, you should have an oath of office at your place. be sure to sign those and give them to Carolyn. I would like to congratulate all of our new officers and executive committee members, and particularly thank you for your willingness to serve 2018. Before I turn over the gavel, I have a few remarks I would like to make, if you would bear with me, and I've written them down so I don't forget them, and I'll make it short, but I would like to give you a little synopsis of the last couple of years, and I would like to start off once again by thanking Joe and our board members for allowing me to serve these past 2 years on the board. For you newer board members, it took me almost 3 years on the board just to learn all the acronyms that the state and our own Board of Regents use. I still have to ask Carolyn, sitting next to me, to remind me of what they are during the meeting. It took me almost 2 years to visit 30 of the campuses around our state. I have a few left that I have not been able to visit. And Chris Herring has promised in the next year or so, he will make sure that I get to visit those other campuses. Often our board is criticized by certain members of the legislature that we don't do enough. Well, I can assure you that those in our audience today that this criticism is totally unjustified. While it seems that sometimes we only take votes on certain items presented by our staff, our executive committee and committee chairs and committees work very hard on a daily basis to make sure the board is well informed. This is a working board. We don't rubber stamp because we have had input on practically every measure that is brought up to the Board of Regents. So this is very different from any other board in the state. We are a working board, I repeat. We do also have a very top-notch staff, and certainly we are always thoughtfully consider and listen to their recommendations, but the final votes are taken here at the board meeting. I'm particularly proud of some of the accomplishments that we have had during my term in office. We've built credibility, number one, back into the job of commissioner. And we have an excellent commissioner, and I will thank him appropriately in a minute. And we have an excellent staff that have pushed to make the regents far more effective than we have been in the past. Now people are beginning to understand the Board of Regents is just about not doling out money, but we have a far more essential role in molding the future of higher ed. We have done much better job, particularly in communicating to our stakeholders what the Board of Regents does through our awareness program. And Joe and staff, I thank you for that program. I think there's much better understanding with the legislature and other people around the state exactly what the Board of Regents is about. Particularly, let me point out, in planning, research, and performance. Our response to Senator Hewitt's Act 619, the regular session seeks to address and provide direction to this changing scope by requesting a comprehensive view to present post-secondary education system in the state while taking into consideration the state as a whole and workforce development regions of the state. This report was addressed in 6 areas: governance and structure, finance and facilities, faculty, innovation and academic programs, college and career preparation, college access and success, and workforce and career readiness. Hundreds and hundreds of hours went into the response and the excellent action plan that was adopted by our board as a result of this effort. We will formally present this to the legislature in the coming months, and it will be an ongoing work in progress as we all work to change the path of higher education in the state of Louisiana. In affordable learning, Lewis plan, with the funds from our board, we're particularly proud of this, with funds from our Board of Regents, we demonstrated how Lewis, the Louisiana Library Network, could partner with libraries and faculty to use e-textbooks and open access materials to reduce student expenditures for required course materials. This project was begun in 2015, and we have now completed 5 rounds in affordable learning with projects and outcomes of over $1 million in student savings. Lewis is excited to announce that it is now seeking proposals for round 6. This phase will cover the 2018 spring and summer sessions. Soon, and this is important, soon we hope to save every student in the state up to $1,500 per year by going to e-textbooks. They still will have some basic books they will have to buy, but they could save up to $1,500. Now, multiply that, go ahead, times 212,000 students in the state. That cost of savings alone is more than the cost of TOPS. And if we can do that in the next few years, it's not going to happen in 1 year. It will take 2-3 years to develop this and get these e-textbooks online, but we will be saving over the state